producers to be honored for their work. And anyone who put an entry in this year is a winner already. These little Novas I've given to everyone who put an entry in, and we thank you for making CTV work. Who said that? I want to take this opportunity to introduce a very, very good friend of CTV, a good friend of mine, and he's really got his heart in the right place in making things work at CTV. As you can tell by the new studio, all of the improvements. My friend and your friend, Harold Wagner.
Thank you, Ed. Thank you. Good morning, everyone. I'd like to thank everyone for coming today and participating in the 2014 Nova Awards. At this time, I would like to acknowledge a few people that are in attendance today. We have Deputy Borough President Ed Burke. We have Dr. Victor Golan, who is CTV Board of Directors Secretary. This year, we have over 80 entries for the Nova Awards. Although there are only awards for 12 categories, I would like to applaud all of the producers for the time, energy, and passion that they put into their programming. I would also like to thank the CTV staff for their commitment to assist, train, and support the volunteer producers, and for their dedication to cover Staten Island public events, nights, weekends, and holidays. I know that everyone is aware of all of the upgrades that have been done at CTV this year. I'm glad to announce this year that it's not going to be necessary to close CTV during the end of December. Okay, CTV will be open for business as usual, and all the productions and all the studio time will be available to the producers. Before we move on to the awards, I would like to just mention that this year we chose an independent party to review submissions and select the best choice to receive the award. Okay. I'd like to have Eddie Beck come up and say something and present the first award, but before I do that, I would just like to say, Ed, okay, Ed should be one of our volunteer producers, okay? Nobody knows this, okay, but all the shoots that we do at Staten Island Zoo, okay, Ed is the man actually behind the camera. Ed tells us what to do, how to shoot it, and when it's time to edit it, Ed comes over to our studios, sits down with our staff, and goes through the editing process with himself and some of our staff. Ed's done a fantastic job with the zoo. We appreciate it. And I actually think, Ed, you should be one of the volunteer producers.
There you go.
Ed,
Thank you, Harold. Yes, I'm a frustrated filmmaker. I admit it. Now, Borough President Otto, you may know, is promoting health and wellness as a really big initiative in Staten Island. And November is being christened Movember, where us guys are supposed to grow our beards and mustaches to remind ourselves and everyone in our lives to get health screenings. I don't know where this began. I think it was a national initiative, but that's why I have a little facial hair today. But I assure you, come December 1st, it's going to be hair today and gone tomorrow. I can't help it. I love puns. So look, CTV is so important to the Staten Island community, and I think I'm here because I do love what you do, I appreciate what you do, but also to start to promote the good things happening at CTV more widely around Staten Island. Just think about it. The parent who didn't get to see their children's play gets to see their child get a standing ovation. The parent who didn't get to see their child, win an athletic tournament or get the winning basket gets to see that on CTV. The Staten Islander doesn't get to go to the community board meeting or the civic meeting, gets to see that on CTV. I mean, it really is chronicling our times in a way that we wouldn't have otherwise. So to all the producers who put that work on TV, to the great team at CTV, the camera people and editors and staff, to Ed Salek, Rolf Berno, Harold, Dr. Dolan and the board, there's great work being done. So I really wanted to be here just to thank you on behalf of the community of Staten Island and to applaud your really fine work on CTV. So with that being said, we're ready for our first award. Okay, so this is getting like the Academy Awards, where it's done by some remote accounting firm someplace. Where's the briefcase full of the results? So the first award is the Educational Nova, which is, of course,
in the category of educational programming, the nominees are Toastmasters in the Community, producer Fran Okeson. Senior Care and Lifestyle, producers Joan Giebelhaus, Marianne Drandorf. Pet Emergency, producer Anthony Oberg.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, and the winner is Joan Giebelhaus and Marianne Drandorf.
What is advanced illness?
I think that one can look at advanced illness in a person that has a chronic illness that's progressed over months to years. But it's at a point in time.
Thank you so much. Marianne is not here today. Her daughter's not well, and she's with her in the hospital. But she already texted me twice. We love doing this. We love working with CTV and the staff and my staff, and I call them my staff, that comes every month without any hesitation to help us, and to my David, who without him, I don't think we could have done this. Thank you so much.
Our next presenter is Nick Valente.
How's everybody today? All right. Okay, today would be comedy.
And the nominees are right.
And the nominees are...
In the category of comedy programming, the nominees are Late Night with Johnny P., producer Johnny Potenza. Whatever Goes TV, producer Steve DeGennaro. Flea Whisperer, producer Michael Gecht.
And the winner is the king of late night himself, Mr. Johnny Potenza.
Before she went to the church service, in that pocketbook she stuck 3 empty A&E shopping bags. Because she knew at the end of the church service, at whoever's house it was that passed away, was a big spread going on. And she comes
I don't know. How's everybody doing here tonight? Great? I'd like to say a special thank to Ed, Rosemary, and Harold. You guys have always been in my corner. The whole CTV staff for putting up with me, and my dedicated late night staff. The only thing I have to say, the only strong survive. Thank you. I love you.
Our next presenter is nobody else but our favorite studio man, Kenny Graham.
How y'all doing? All right. Nominees for entertainment are
In the category of entertainment programming, the nominees are Inside Hype Planet, producer Robin Bell. The Al Lambert Show, producer Al Lambert. Raw Music, producer Kimbra Eberly.
okay, and the winner is the Al Lambert Show. Yeah. Al Lambert.
I know what I'm leaving. I don't state of mind.
And that's my daughter Laura singing, by the way. Just want to thank everyone at CTV, all the people who helped me, the volunteers, the staff. What an incredible experience. And I do have to say, as I say in my show, my dad had a show at CTV from the late 80s to the late 90s, and that's how I got my taste. So I appreciate it. And I thank you all, and I thank my dad for giving me the taste.
Victor Dolan from the Board of Directors to come up to make the presentation for the Health Nova.
Do the blue thing. Oh, did I got something to read here? And the nominees are?
In the category of health, the nominees are Alzheimer's Awareness, producer David Marcus. The LePayower Report, producer Brian LePayower. Senior Care and Lifestyles, producers Joan Giebelhaus, Mary Ann Drandorf.
And now that I've been rehearsed, the winner is Brian LePayower.
Tell us about yourself. Tell us about the condition.
My condition actually, it started when I was 13 years old. I was a healthy 13-year-old girl living my everyday life, and I started to have severe stomach pains. I actually have a younger brother who's 6.5 years younger than I am, and he had open heart surgery when he was 2. So I was always the healthy older sister. And one day I had these really bad stomach pains, and my parents would actually take me back.
First, I'd like to thank my technical director, believe it or not, Guy Kicomier. I also like to thank the staff crew at studio and also the guest that spoke, Jennifer Lentini. She went through a heart transplant when she was age 13, and in that video, when she had the heart transplant, when she got the heart from the recipient, she didn't want to know who the people were, and so with the help of Facebook and the media and the internet, she was able to reconnect with the ones that helped her donate the heart. Thank you.
All right, Darlene Johnson is the next presenter from the board. And I just want to make note that the runner-ups are receiving runner-up certificates from CTV, just to acknowledge the fact that they were there and did a good job for us. Darlene?
And the nominees are
In the informational program category, the nominees are Elderview, producer Patricia Amos. Alzheimer's disease, early detection, producer David Marcus. Geology Forum, producer Alan Benimoff.
The winner is Reggie Amos. Reggie couldn't be here today, so I'm accepting his award on his behalf and his lovely wife, Patricia, who is no longer with us. Thank you.
You may recognize Darlene. She's the one that says, CTV, may I help you, on the phone? Another person that says, CTV, may I help you, is our next presenter in the Instructional Nova category, Lisa Povert.
And the nominees are
In the category of instructional programming, the nominees are What's Happening with Kids on Staten Island? Producer, Elaine Buccieri. Music Theory. Producer, Don Commander. Music and Scenes on Staten Island. Producer, Fred Crisson.
And the winner is Helene Buccieri.
And there you have it.
Thank you so much, everybody. Thank you.
So I guess Terry Converse come up to the mic. Terry will be presenting the Nova in the music category.
Good afternoon, everyone. Okay, the nominees are
In the category of music programming, the nominees are Requestfully Yours, producer Anna Sedita. Raw, producer Kimbra Everly. Staten Island Band Show, producer John Contaduca.
and the winner is Kimbra Everly.
Yeah, freedom, yeah, that's right. Free will takes a while, and you'll never read my mind. Without perfect harmony, we see things in a haze. But
This is my man here. Love Terry. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, CTV, everyone that works at the staff. Eileen, Kenny, Elaine, Lena, Mike Easy. Who else am I missing that works on the show? Me? David Marcus for all of you. That's funny. But thank you, everyone. Music is my life. I love it, and I truly appreciate this.
For the presentation in the religion Nova category, Eileen Hanlon.
And the nominees are
In the category of religion, the nominees are Lighthouse Tabernacle, producer Sal Levitino. God Reaches Man Today, producer Elizabeth Lopez. Talking Jesus, producer Patrick Cameron.
And the winner is Reverend Elizabeth Lopez.
And she wanted salvation. She wanted a healing. There was something wrong in her life. There was something going on in her life, and she needed a change. So she found out that Jesus was going to be in this home, and she went with this oil, and she anointed his feet. And Judas was like, what's wrong with you, Jesus? You know, she's over here anointing your feet with our best oil. And Jesus, you know what? He said to him, you know what? I'm not going to be here all the time. She's using this oil to anoint me, to bless me, to give me the best. But what do? Do we give Jesus the best of our lives? Do we give him what he deserves?
Hello, everybody. God bless you all. I just want to praise and thank the Lord Jesus Christ because he is worthy to be praised. This is not for me. This is for him. He made this happen. And I will continue to preach the gospel of Jesus Christ wherever we go. Because he is worthy, and he is real, and he loves every single one of you. He died on the cross for you and for me to give us life. God bless you all. I want to thank my co-host for Raymond, my husband, for always being there. And Ed and Rosemary and every one of you. Helene, thank you so much for always being there. And Erica and Michael, amen. Praise God for all, Hector, praise God for all of you. Oh, Kenny, thank you too. God bless you. I love the coloring you did on this last show, the lighting. Praise God.
Joel Bibler will be the next presenter in the senior category. If we can get him to put his camera down for a second.
And the nominees are...
In the category of senior programming, the nominees are Spiritual Exploration, producer Christine Schiavone. Elzeview, producer Patricia Amos. Senior Care and Lifestyle, producer Joan Giebelhaus and Marianne Randolph.
And the winner is Joel Babula. No, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. No, I made a mistake. Marianne. And Joni. Joni, Marianne.
Join us tonight for 30 minutes. 30 minutes of some wonderful material, questions, and guests. My guest this evening is Ms. Beatrice.
Once again, thank you so much, and I really have to thank CTV and, of course, my staff that is always there for us. Thank you very much.
Victoria DeSantis will be presenting the Nova for spiritual category.
And the nominees are
In the category of spiritual programming, the nominees are Heart of New York, producer Peter Hart. Spiritual Exploration, producer Christine Schiavone. Spiritualizing in Alzheimer's Disease, producer David Marcus.
and the winner is Christine Schiavone.
Pray, a light goes right up to heaven, and they actually, I think, at one point photographed a whole bunch of people praying and all the light that was going up. And also they say that when there's a lot of people praying, let's say for a person's recovery, is always good. It helps.
Yes, the power of group prayer is essential.
I'd like to say thank you to CTV and all those who made it possible for me to win this award today. Thank you.
Oh, I get to do the sports category. And the nominees are
In the category of sports, the nominees are The Blitz Zone, producer Eric Rosen. Mike's Entertainment Sports Show, producer Don Oberg. Staten Island Soccer Report. Producer, John Contaduca.
Don Oberg.
The Borough Cup. There will be other things involved as far as that group is concerned, as far as camps and things like that. What the Borough Cup basically is that it's the 5 boroughs, and they're kids from ages 9 and under, 14 and under, and people put teams in, and they compete. And we try to get one winner out of all these 5 boroughs, and the culmination of the whole thing ends at Yankee Stadium when they play in their championship games.
Wow, that's great. That is an absolutely great.
My name is Mike Pinto. I'm the host of Mike's Entertainment and Sports Show, and Don Oberg is in a walking cast, so in the interest of time, he asked me to come up and accept the award. We call him the producer extraordinaire, and he is, and Don wants to say thank you to Ed, Rosemary, and everybody at CTV. On behalf of my brother Anthony, who's my co-host on the show, it's an honor, a privilege, and it brings us great joy to bring a little entertainment to the good people of Staten Island. And Staten Island is, in my opinion, the greatest community in the world. When you think of big cities like Atlanta, Cleveland, New Orleans, they all have something in common. Less of a population than the borough of Staten Island. It's pretty amazing. And Staten Island has maintained that small town charm through it all. So again, it's our pleasure. And we want to say thank you once again to Don Oberg, but also David Marcus, Vinny Scittino, and Anthony Oberg on the other side of the glass. They do a great job. Thank you, everybody.
Because he didn't get it right the first time, we're going to ask Dr. Dolan to come up and present the Youth Nova Award.
And the nominees are
In the category of youth programming, the nominees are Alba Life, producer, Kamel Zylo. The Lopez Report, producer, Brian Lopez. What's Happening with Kids on Staten Island, producer, Colleen Buccieri.
And the winner is What's Happening with Kids on Staten Island, Colleen Buccieri.
Watching What's Happening with Kids on the Island. Hi, my name is Ali, and I am watching Kids on the Island.
Okay, thank you guys. I want to thank everybody, my crew, for being there for me, staff, Kenny. Thank you so much, Eileen. Thank you guys. I love you all. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Now for a special award. We have a lot of wonderful producers at CTV. A lot of people work hard, and a lot of people overcome a lot to do it. And we have one in particular become like a friend of mine. He produces 2 shows a week. He does live sports talk, and let me tell you something. He amazes me. He's got a brain that can tell you statistics from any sports that you want to know. Eric Rosen, please come up and receive your award.
It's Friday.
Friday, September 26th, everybody, 2014. Welcome to week 4 of your favorite one-hour NFL program, The Blitz Zone. Hi, everybody. I'm your host, Eric Rosen, live from the studios of CTV in Staten Island, New York, along with my tag team partner and good friend, Mr. Jamie, the sportsman and Giants fan, Hickson. No, actually, because when I do the show, I just put my papers down, and at the very end, when I'm done, I clean it up. And see, all fishing, all cleaned up. Boom, right here. See, watch this. Yeah, right there. I'm cleaning up. I'm not leaving it, as a mess, because other people, if you have a mess, they would leave it. No, not me. I'm not leaving it. I'm going to pick it up after myself, and boom, voila. Thank you. Thank you so much. I'm honored to be here in front of all you people here today. It was August 10th, 2011. I had the privilege of being on a show called Autism Today with Dr. Joanne Garancer, who had me on the show because I was an adult living on the spectrum. I have Asperger's syndrome, which is a social form of autism. I've had to overcome so many things in my life, so I got to talk about that in my show, and I got to meet such a wonderful woman by the name of Rosemary Furno, who after the show said, you know what, I want to give you an opportunity and give you a show. And a week later, I did my very first show called Eric's View at the Borough President's office. And from then on, it was a beautiful 3-year relationship I've had with CTV, along with her, my good friend Ed Salick, Kenny Graham, Benny, Mr. T over there, and of course Jamie Hickson, who I've known for the last 3 years as well, who I've done these 2 sports shows with. Hector I've had the chance to meet as well, and so many great people at CTV who have helped me along the way. And of course, several people here in several people that I have to thank, especially my brother Adam, who's in the city right now studying to be a lawyer, who's always been there for me every step of the way. My dad, who's at home right now, and of course, right here in front of me, my beautiful mom, Eileen Rosen. I love you, Mom. If it wasn't for her or any of the people here at CTV, I wouldn't be here today, so I'm going to stop right now. Thank you so much. This is wonderful.
Mr. T, that's Terry you're talking about?
Yeah.
All right, I'd like to invite our executive director, my friend Harold Wagner, to come up, and we have one more presentation.
The last presentation for the day is the Volunteer of the Year. Okay, everyone knows at CTV how hard it is for a new producer to come in, take the training, try to get a group together, and do some production. Okay, we have an outstanding person this year that not only has come in, has produced. He helps new volunteers on their own shoots, and from time to time, when we're short-staffed and we need somebody to cover cameras or something, we ask him to come in and help us as well. I'm very proud now to present this award to Robin Bell.
Yeah.
Welcome to our show tonight, Inside Hype. My name is Robin Hood. I am here with Lance Pope today. This segment of the show is going to be table talk. Artists these days have so much in their favor as far as the media game that's out right now, that they could expose themselves worldwide, but with the access that they have. But yet, the little things that they...
I'd like to say thank you very much to the CTV staff. You made me feel welcome. You gave me an opportunity to really do my best. Thank you very much.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's the end of our ceremonies right now. Well, please enjoy the cake and coffee. We'll be coming out very soon.